Say, rawr, like that.
Rawr.
Give us some passion. Let's go.
Rawr.
So, we are here, all three of us today. Normally it's Frankie and Joe, and we brought Frankie's mom, Vanessa, into the mix here because she came up, well, she got this recipe, and it's really great. What's the recipe?
It's a crispy sour cream and onion chicken, and it's just a hit all across the board. Everybody likes it. It's just delicious. Adults, kids, and I've been cooking it now for a while.
And even 2-year-olds love it.
I always depend on you to help me. Usually you do my prep.
I do all the scut work.
Yeah, so you pound the chicken for me. You end up cutting the chives up really nice. So
yeah,
I don't know. Do your stuff.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Vanessa prepped up, and the first thing we're going to do is to cut the chives and
onion grass.
What?
Onion grass.
Yes, Francis calls it onion grass. And
because it is a type of onion.
So this is not onion grass, it's chives. And don't change it one time ever.
It's a kind of onion.
Okay, I'll go along with that. You want to cut chives incredibly fine. So you want to just have your hand here.
Like that.
And you see the way that my hand is positioned so that I have no fingers sticking out here. I just have my hand like you're gesturing to somebody. Hey, you, right? And you turn it over like this. And so then you just cut them really fine. And I'm pretty good with the knife, so you know, you might want to go a little bit slower, like this. But you don't want to cut anything bigger than that, because if you take a piece of chives and you put it in your mouth and you try to chew it, it won't go away. So you have to kind of, here, I'll let Frankie try that.
You have to cut with your teeth to make it so you can actually swallow it.
Exactly right. All right, so there's a bunch of chives. I just wanted to show you guys.
I love it.
The next thing you want to do is you're going to want to cut the chicken up. So what I do is I cut little scallops of chicken. So I'm just going to take my knife and sort of come on the bias here. And I have these nice little pieces of chicken. So then what you want to do is you want to pound them. So you take a Ziploc bag and you cut it open so it's a nice surface. This is a good investment. They have lousy ones at all the supermarkets, but if you go to a restaurant supply, you can get a really good one. This is for tenderizing meat. This is for pounding. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a smooth side, and we're just gonna hit it like this.
And gets the pieces apart, so there's not just one like really fat piece.
You can see, you just put it out here like this, and then Vanessa and Frankie are gonna prep this in a minute. But I'll pound a couple of these, just so you guys can see them, and we'll let
We'll show you how to pound in a few minutes.
Yeah. So like so. And you don't want to hit it too hard, because if you do, you'll tear the chicken and it will fall apart when you're trying to prep it. You see how nice that is? This method can be used for pork, for veal, for beef.
We have used it for pork quite a few times.
Yeah, if you're making schnitzel, which is her favorite, you can use it for pork. So good. Now we are ready for the illustrious Vanessa to come back, and you and Vanessa can prepare.
To make I call it the sauce, but it's sort of,
It's something to make the
let it marinate.
It's something to like make the breadcrumbs stick on.
It's good to marinate, not a sauce.
It is marinade. I use Greek yogurt. You can use sour cream as well.
Yes.
And so we want to put half a cup of yogurt into a bowl. And I usually guess what half a cup looks like, because Frances likes to have a little bit of extra so she can dip her chips in it. We're going to have 1/4 a cup of chives, so we're talking about that much. Absolutely. And then we want to do salt and pepper, so go for it. Joe always pre-mixes his salt and pepper mix. He uses white pepper and salt, and so it makes it look
This much?
a little bit more.
Okay.
How about like this?
Perfect.
That's good, perfect. So then we want to do a tablespoon of onion powder.
Oh yeah,
okay?
forgot about that step.
So I'm going to, this I do measure out, just in case.
I don't use onion powder very much.
No, I don't either.
And I sort of don't like it in theory, but
Okay,
oh
you
my
want
gosh,
it?
it makes this so good.
Okay, so then we're just going to mix it up. Whip it real good, Frankie.
I'm hungry.
You're always hungry. So you're supposed to do this several hours before you cook your chicken, but you want to put this on the chicken pieces.
We'll show you how to do that.
Let it sit anywhere between 4 and 8 hours is what I do. So I usually do it the morning of. Take your chicken, take a little bit of this, and you just kind of take your fingers and just spread it around. It's messy. But
I
you know,
love it.
this is why Francis loves this. Take it on the other side,
Messing it.
spread it apart,
Messy.
and then
Can I
set
have
it.
one here?
Yep, I can give you one. Set it aside. So here's one for you.
It's covering my fingers.
It's nice and messy. And we're only gonna do 1 or 2 of these. We actually have some that we pre-made last night, so we can show you what they look like. We are gluten-free in our household, so we tend to use gluten-free panko style breadcrumbs, but you can, if you're not gluten-free, you can use regular panko breadcrumbs. That's about 2 cups, right, Joe? This is where you take the next tablespoon of onion powder, which you mix it in with the panko breadcrumbs. And then I, for good measure, also add more salt and pepper. And then you just want to stir that up. Once we stir that up, then we can take our chicken and we can start breading it. So we're going to press it in there nicely. I always take the panko breadcrumbs and I put it on the top. I try only to use one hand and then set it to the side right here. Thank you. And shake off the excess.
So this is safflower oil. You can use anything, canola or whatever. You want to give about a good ½ inch, quarter inch of oil, cover the entire bottom of the pan. Take a little bit of your breading and drop it in there. And if it sizzles nicely, you know your oil's ready. Tilt your pan slightly when you put it in, because a flat pan will splash you. A tilted pan will not splash you.
And as you can see now, it's starting to bubble a little bit.
So this guy here is sizzling nicely. You'll be able to see the golden brown kind of creeping up the sides of the chicken breast. You can really, it smells really, really nice. So we're about ready to flip these. You don't want to get it too hot, otherwise it'll get dark before it cooks. But you don't want it too cold, otherwise it'll get too greasy.
So you see how nice the inside is, and it's really, I think the Greek yogurt and olive flavoring just keeps it nice and moist in there. And let's see, how is it? Delicious? I'll have it light. A little bit hot? Perfect. Nicht machen.